This is Plan and Prepare, the Stormtracker Team Hurricane Special.
Hello and welcome to our 2023 Plan and Prepare Hurricane Special. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ashley Ruiz. Alongside me, meteorologist Jay Martin and Brandon Lashbrook.
And for the next 30 minutes, we'll tell you all you need to know to prepare for this upcoming hurricane season.
But first, we'll start things off with a recap of the 2022 hurricane season. Ashley?
Yes, the 2022 hurricane season was near average as 14 named storms formed. That's including 8 hurricanes and 2 major hurricanes. The U.S. experienced 4 landfalling storms, including major Hurricane Ian in Florida. And this season, NOAA is forecasting 12 to 17 named storms, 5 to 9 of those being hurricanes and 1 to 4 as major hurricanes. This year's list begins with Arlene, Brett, Cindy, and hopefully we don't end up with Whitney.
Heading into this season, you may have heard the terms La Nina and El Nino. These terms describe the El Nino Southern Oscillation. For the past 3 years, we have seen the La Nina pattern, which typically results in above average activity in the Atlantic. But this year, all signs point to a developing El Nino pattern.
So El Nino is basically a warming of the equatorial, central, and eastern Pacific. And how it affects the weather kind of globally is it changes thunderstorm patterns. And then what generally happens is you get all the rising in the Pacific Ocean and a lot of sinking in the Atlantic Ocean. And sinking air, by its very definition, is drying, and it also increases the vertical wind shear.
Increased sinking air and shear will typically mean less hurricane activity is seen within the Atlantic basin. However, strong storms can still develop during these years and impact land.
Even in El Nino years, we have hurricanes. Hurricanes don't just disappear. And so we really all need to be ready for a hurricane if it was to hit our coastline, whether it's here in New Orleans or like me down in Florida. The El Nino doesn't mean storms aren't going to form, so we still need to be prepared this coming season.
And even during these El Nino years, where activity tends to be suppressed, strong hurricanes can still strike Louisiana. For example, Hurricane Betsy may landfall as a Category 4 in 1965, and Hurricane Camille as a Category 5 in 1969.
If a storm is heading towards land, it is very important to stay up to date with the forecast as it approaches. One part of the forecast is the track of where the storm is headed, and this is communicated by using the famous cone of uncertainty. However, there is some misunderstanding with what the cone represents. The cone only represents where the center of the storm will go and is designed so that the center stays in the cone 2/3 of the time.
Right, so the cone of uncertainty is kind of just a high-level look at what the storm may do, where it might move. It's not meant to give you all the information you might need for a hurricane. We know that our forecasts aren't perfect, and there's going to be some wiggle room and wobbles to a storm. And also we know that the hazards of the storm will extend outside of that cone.
Sure, so usually we try to put the wind watches and warnings and the cone together. We also put the size of the tropical storm force winds and the hurricane force winds on the cone, so people can see pretty quickly that the cone is, the risk will extend outside of it.
While it is important to know where a storm is going, your focus should also be on the potential hazards and impacts in your community. Hazards such as tornadoes, hurricane and tropical storm force winds, flooding, storm surge also occur outside of the cone. Make sure to pay attention to watches and warnings issued for your area.
You may hear a hurricane watch has been issued for your area, but what does that mean? A watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within 48 hours. A warning means that hurricane conditions are likely within 36 hours. If a warning is issued, that means you need to make final preparations before impacts begin.
We now return to Plan and Prepare, the Stormtracker Team Hurricane Special.
Water-related hazards are the most dangerous hazard from a storm, causing 86% of fatalities from Atlantic storms. This is from inland, freshwater flooding, and storm surge. Storm surge is the abnormal rise in sea level that pushes inland over usually dry land.
I think, you saw some of these videos in Hurricane Ian that kind of showed
just how powerful water can be. It has the ability not just to move cars, but homes off their foundations, boats, and all of that. That's the one thing that's really deadly about water. It has the power to move, objects like that, and it comes up very fast and often very violent. And I don't think there's maybe not be a perception of just how powerful that water can be until you've kind of experienced it yourself.
Storm surge can impact inland areas as well. Now, Louisiana has a vulnerable coastline, and with that, water can get pushed well inland. We also have to worry about flooding from prolonged and heavy rainfall.
So extreme rainfall happening. Of course, that water's got to run off somewhere. It fills up the rivers, the creeks, the roads, and people, unfortunately, driving through these flooded roadways and other aspects are dying. So it's really important to understand the rainfall threat with these landfalling hurricanes in this region of the U.S.
This year, the National Hurricane Center has a few new products that communicate storm hazards while increasing lead time. And some of those products is the Peak Storm Surge graphic. It becomes operational this season. The graphic shows the peak storm surge forecast inundation values associated with storm surge watches or warnings. Now, the tropical weather outlook has been extended to a 7-day forecast. This graphic also shows areas of disturbance that have the potential for tropical cyclone development.
Don't forget to include your pets in your hurricane safety plan, whether you're staying or leaving. Create a safe place for them, a comfy bed, a crate, and their favorite toy. Never, ever leave them behind, and make sure to have their medications, identification, vaccine records, plenty of food, and enough water. Be sure to call shelters and hotels ahead of time to make sure they are pet friendly.
We now return to Plan and Prepare, the Stormtracker Team Hurricane Special.
Both NOAA and the United States Air Force have crews that fly into storms in the tropics to collect valuable information that is used for hurricane forecasting. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has 2 Lockheed WP-3D Orion aircraft built to fly through storms, plus a Gulfstream 4 that collects data around and ahead of storms. Both aircraft and crew have an important role in collecting data that cannot be gathered by ground-based radars or satellites.
So our P3 Orion is uniquely instrumented to be able to monitor a variety of aspects of the storm. What we're doing is we're monitoring that storm with our tail Doppler radar, our lower fuselage radar, and our in situ instruments to be able to tell the National Hurricane Center what the winds are, what the location of the center of that storm is, and what some of the dynamics between like the ocean temperature, the cloud physics.
One vital tool is the drop-wind sonde, which is similar to a weather balloon, only in reverse.
Back there, our in-flight technician will drop about 30 of those sondes per flight, and they're collecting everything from pressure, temperature, humidity, wind speed, wind direction, and radios back to the aircraft about 4 times a second as it falls through the atmosphere.
The data is then collected and checked by mission scientists and the onboard meteorologist before going by satellite to forecasters. Air Force crews fly into a storm within the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron. They fly the WC-130J aircraft, which is also built for these missions. The branched operation is similar to NOAA's, going into storms with a weather loadmaster who deploys the drop sondes. They check the data before sending it over to the weather officer.
Watching it, so you have flows of data coming through, and so as we're watching this data, we're actually QCing it at the same time while doing the mission and also doing other parts of the mission as well. As all that gets sent together, it gets sent out live to the Hurricane Center.
The data collected by the Air Force and NOAA tells forecasters what the current storm structure and intensity looks like, which goes into hurricane computer models and assists in building an accurate forecast that you see at home.
Now that we got an inside look at the Hurricane Hunter's crew and aircraft, one Baton Rouge man has been flying into storms for nearly 2 decades. He's seen the world, but will always call the capital city home. Meet Master Sergeant Troy Bickham.
He mentioned Christopher. He's like, yeah.
He's a loadmaster with the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron out of Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi.
I've been flying in hurricanes. I started flying in 2007, so I've been doing this for going on 16 years now.
It's a job he'd never thought he'd have.
I was afraid of flying.
That fear kept him firmly on the ground, already spending nearly 20 years in the Air Force Reserve.
We're at the center right now.
Now he doesn't always flinch when flying through some of the worst storms.
I've flown in so many different other hurricanes. Some of them are normal. Some of them just seems like the turbulence is so bad that the plane is coming apart.
Lightning strike.
Part of his job is to get the aircraft ready for a mission. The other part is to gather data that helps us forecast approaching storm systems. Bickham is tasked to eject dropsondes from the aircraft, which free fall 2,500 feet per minute until it hits the water's surface. Those dropsondes collect real-time data of the storm and its environment. Then a weather officer on board reviews the data before it's sent to the National Hurricane Center.
We're the only military in the whole wide world that fly in hurricanes. No one else can say that, and that's just a badge of honor to do this job.
While every mission is different, he gets the same feeling every time a storm is expected to strike Louisiana.
A mission to do, but it's always in the back of my head. I get a little stressed, text my family, text my friends, hey guys, make sure you're prepared.
He'll never forget 2008 when Hurricane Gustav ravaged his Baton Rouge hometown.
It's the first time I've ever flown a hurricane and then had to go home to the devastation that it caused. Roads were closed, no power. All you hear is the humming of the generators pulling up in your home, and you just see debris everywhere.
Fortunately, his family was okay, and like so many others in South Louisiana, leaned on their own strength and each other to make it through.
Neighbors that just came together. I mean, we had tree limbs. I mean, we had people that didn't even know us come into our neighborhood just cutting and sawing tree limbs.
Bickham never misses an opportunity to get home to his family.
Baton Rouge is growing so fast, and I always see something new.
His peace now comes in the simplest moments.
It's nice to just sit on the bench on top of the levee and just watch the tugboats and the barges go by, And sometimes you get lucky and you'll see a riverboat pass by sometimes.
While he loves Baton Rouge, he admits
traffic is horrible.
But the food is one of a kind.
Red beans and rice. That's my favorite, red beans and rice.
Not bad, but mine is better.
It's his favorite dish to cook for his family.
I've never cooked red beans for the squadron. I don't know if some of them would be able to take the seasoning, the heat from it,
But he says the time is coming.
That's a promise.
It's a promise.
Yeah, that's a promise.
Until then, they'll stick to what they know best, flying into the eye of every storm to gather data needed to save lives. The hurricane hunters also fly into winter storms and atmospheric rivers to gather data that is crucial for accurate forecasting. The more real-time data forecasters have, the more accurate our forecasts will be.
I'm Master Sergeant Troy Bickham with the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, also known as the world-famous Hurricane Hunters, and I'm Baton Rouge proud.
We now return to Plan and Prepare, the Stormtracker Team Hurricane Special.
Well, being prepared before a storm threatens Louisiana is key. You will want to check if your insurance is up to date, whether that is homeowners, renters, car, and flood insurance. Next, you'll need to know if you are in evacuation and flood zone or not.
If you have an evacuation order, we want you to get out. And if you feel unsafe, you should get out. A lot of people who aren't in an evacuation zone will stay, and then I'll hear later, that was the most terrifying 12 hours of my life. People sometimes don't realize what 80 to 100 mile per hour winds feels like, or getting your roof torn off.
Now, before you evacuate, check around your home. You want to board up windows, walk your yard, secure outdoor items, and clean storm drains. Now, make sure your essential items along with your emergency kit are packed for family and pets. Now, a few important items are extra cash, important documents, and medication. You also want to make sure where you are evacuating to and follow evacuation routes. Now, if you are planning on riding out the storm, make sure you have enough supplies at least 3 days for you and your family and pets. Be prepared for outages from hours to days to weeks or even months. Once impacts begin, hunker down in an interior room of your house or find a local shelter. Do not plan to stay behind in a mobile home. Close all interior doors in your home to compartmentalize pressure in your home to protect your roof. Now, know your way out just in case of an emergency and you know where you will go.
Even after the storm, there are plenty of hazards to watch out for, including down power lines, gas leaks, floodwaters, and the list goes on. Never walk or swim through floodwaters. Avoid down power lines. Make sure to always use flashlights instead of candles. Throw out any and all spoiled foods. Safely clean up debris with gloves, closed shoes, or boots. Brandon?
And not only do you have to prepare for long duration power outages, but loss of cell signal as well. Our Sydney Simone shares how AT&T is better preparing for this hurricane season.
Strong winds and rain forming into a Category 4 hurricane named Ida.
It's extremely important to make sure that we know where our loved ones are and that they're safe and that they're secure under natural disaster circumstances.
Ida caused severe damage to parishes in the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas, causing power lines to go down and lights out, making it much harder to communicate using electronic devices for many days.
We understood the technology. We understood potentially where we could have went wrong.
Titus Lewis, Director of Sales and Operations Louisiana, says AT&T partners with other electric companies and weather experts to assist with severe storms and major power loss.
It's a collaborative effort within the community to be able to get everybody back where they need to be.
When a storm hits, Lewis says everyone goes into action mode.
We have in-house meteorologists that's tracking the information step by step, right? So we can get that information to you as fast as possible.
During a crisis, AT&T deploys about 3,200 employees across the state of Louisiana. And for safety,
first responders has the priority on the network so that their cellular devices don't go down and that we can get to you as fast as possible.
AT&T says they've invested millions of dollars revamping their infrastructure, moving fiber optics from the pole to the ground barriers below.
Those buried fiber lines are reinforced, right, with piping on top of the fiber line. So burying them underneath, even if there's a whole bunch of water, right, I would even say biblical flooding, it still won't be able to penetrate those lines enough to be able to cause a disruption.
With the improved technology, there's options available that allow you to track your loved ones on your cell phone or tablet just in case something transpires.
There's even communication mechanisms within the application to be able to say, hi, hello, I'm okay. Those things are probably something that I would do under hurricane circumstances.
According to the National Hurricane Center, about 50% of areas in river parishes northwest of New Orleans experienced power outages.
The best I'm sorry, right, is non-repeating of the wrong action. And that's something that we're trying to do to make sure that we mitigate and ultimately do the right thing this time around.
Lewis says AT&T put their money where their mouth is, learning from past mistakes and improving the technology that can reassure the network is strong enough to handle another natural disaster.
We deeply apologize, we empathize, and we have learned, more importantly.
I'm Sydney Simone reporting.
Now, Entergy is preparing for the next big storm and to minimize outages and when the power does go out to get back on as soon as possible. Now, Whitney Thomas has details on how the company also wants to keep you safe after the storm hits.
It's all about continuous improvement. We want to ensure that every year we get better and better and better. Throughout the industry, technology is always changing, and it's incumbent upon us to change as well.
Last year's hurricane season was slow compared to others in recent years. Only 14 named storms came into fruition. Now, as hurricane season reapproaches, Entergy leaders are preparing for the worst by hosting a 2-day storm drill practice. Employees were introduced to new tools and technologies that would allow them to quickly follow severe weather while keeping people safe in the storm's aftermath.
So we have like 6 of our last major hurricanes has been within the last 5 years, and 2 of the majors have hit Louisiana. So we understand we need to prepare.
In a simulation, employees responded to 2 Category 5 hurricane scenarios. Experts displayed equipment used for crews to assess damage, while also showcasing the new mobile command center. Chris Becknell is the senior manager of safety for power delivery and capital projects for Entergy. He says there are many ways residents can stay prepared and safe.
Please don't go looking around until it is safe to do so. Crews will be looking up and down during their damage assessment for broken poles. Don't forget overhead hazards such as limbs and damaged trees.
Officials are also asking residents to utilize the company's storms checklist to prepare. Vice President of Operations Stephen Binyard says residents should always have a plan.
You got to make sure that your family, your pets are safe, and you have things for them already kitted up and ready to go. So having emergency supplies, having your personal documents.
Officials are also asking that residents have multiple ways of receiving emergency alerts. This includes having cell phones charged and battery-operated radios. I'm Whitney Thomas.
Plan to lose power for days, weeks, even months. Fill your bathtub with water, pack the freezer with bottles of water, and keep your refrigerator and freezer closed. And never use a generator indoors. Make sure it is at least 20 feet away from your home.
We now return to Plan and Prepare, the Stormtracker Team Hurricane Special.
Thank you so much for joining us for this year's Plan and Prepare special. Make sure to stay connected to your Stormtracker team throughout the season.
And we have multiple tools for you to keep up to date and aware of any tropical threats.
And don't forget, all it takes is one and bad season for Louisiana. Make sure to stay planned and prepared for this hurricane season.